The Town Santa Forgot is absolutely delightful. There is one thing that I want to kind of query, but generally I found this to be rather fabulous. This is a 1993 animation directed by Robert Alvarez, written by Glenn Leopold and Charmaine Severson, and narrated by the brilliant Dick Van Dyke. And it's actually a story within a story, as two children are being told the tale of Jeremy Creek. Jeremy Creek is a very spoilt, selfish, greedy little boy who writes to Santa Claus a list of toy requests toy demands, let's face it, that's half a mile long. But when Santa receives this list, he declares that it must not be for one person, it must be for a town. And the elves look up Jeremy Creek on the map, and there is a place called Jeremy Creek, and they realise that they must have neglected this town in the past because it's not on their usual route. And the toys on Jeremy Creek's list don't necessarily make it to the intended recipient, and it's all about the gift of giving. And Jeremy Creek, the person, has some really important lessons about what the spirit of Christmas really means and what it means to be a giving person rather than a greedy little word that I can't say on YouTube. The only issue I have with this is the fact that the cartoon clearly said Santa neglected these children. The children in Jeremy Creek, they never write to Santa, which I thought was peculiar. I don't exactly understand why that would be the case. And Santa Claus doesn't ever deliver presents to them. So the animation is saying, hey, there are children in the world Santa doesn't bother to give gifts to. And I feel like that's not a great message. And I feel like they didn't have to do that. They could have just said, it's a request from the town of Jeremy Creek, and could have dealt with it rather than saying that Santa missed out on this place every year, because Santa wouldn't do that. He wouldn't abandon children for no good reason. So that was a bit of an issue, but beyond that, it is a delight. It's told in rhyme, beautifully narrated, of course, gorgeously animated, visually really beautiful to look at. The whole thing is about 20-something minutes, and honestly, I'm surprised I've never seen it before. It's definitely the kind of thing I would have loved growing up. Watching it as a 31-year-old, I love it. I'm a very big fan of animations, and festive animations are some of my favourites. The Town Santa Forgot has very quickly become a new favourite. If you haven't seen it and you love Christmas cartoons, definitely check it out.